While you watching me, can you hit the like button, please? Sitting up there watching me, but won't hit the like button. That's the thumbs up button. It's like that. Or double tap the screen. Appreciate you. I might have to restart this live. I want to come out with a piece of land. Hey, Bama. Thank you for hitting the like button. The other person that been watching me for the last minute or two, guess they think I can see them. I can only just see the number. Would be greatly appreciated if they hit the like button. I mean, I could have 2 likes at least. What's going on? What it do? What it do? Child. Let me see. You got it. I don't know why it's a dry spot in my head to keep. I put a wrench in my little cowlick head. Okay, I do have some edges. I just got a cowlick. Now that's my daddy. That's the cowlick. Oh. I took me a little nap. I started not to come on. I said, no, I can't tell the people I'm coming on and I ain't coming on. Even though I got a lot to talk about, but I don't know what I want to talk about. You know what I mean? So, I guess what I did today, not a goddamn thing. I did a goddamn thing that was productive. Welcome everybody. Hit the like button. Please. Y'all watching me in the bushes. Y'all watching me from afar. You don't know who I am. I'm Classy Lady. Hit the like button for Classy Lady. I can't see you. All I can see is the numbers. Unless you drop down in the chat and speak. I can't see who you are. So it don't cost a thing to hit the like button. Just puts us out there in the algorithm. That's all it does. Can't see you. Can't see you. Wouldn't want to be you. And then y'all like to drop out when somebody say that, but then you'll watch secretly. But thank you for the view. I guess everybody doing something. Bama. No, well, let me take that back. I hadn't went back outside. And if it snowed, it ain't stay. I told you, we down south, you up north. North, the snow stays. South, it doesn't. It hit that ground and it take out running, or it melt. Just do enough to go like I. Oh Lordy, I told you it can't see nothing. It ain't. Trust me, it ain't snowed enough, or it ain't snowed for me to go look outside. Cause if it had snowed, my phone would have been blowing up. You see the snow? Is it snowing over there? Is it snowing over there? Ain't nobody called me and said nothing about no snow. So no, it ain't snowed over here. Told you this hell over here. It don't snow in here. That's why I don't want to go. Once I depart the earth. Because it don't snow in hell. And you don't get ice water. So, no, I don't, ain't snowed here. I tell you what we probably do have is a bunch of mess outside. It been raining. I think it may have stopped raining. And then if it get cold, that's what'll happen. We'll have a bunch of cold weather. Oh, I forgot to tell you I got that bipolar heating and air conditioning system. It clicks on when it want to click on. When I laid down, I turned it back to 72 because it got a little, had it on 73 and it had got a little warm. So I scaled it back to 72. And let me see, let me move this thing. Hey, loving my grandsons, how you doing? I knew Bama couldn't be the only one in here, but hey, you never know. You never know. Yeah. So I got a bipolar HVAC system. Like I said, when I laid down, it was before I laid down, it was on 73 and it was kind of warm in here. I did open up God dang it. Know what I forgot to do? I forgot to run the water. Forgot to fill the bathtub up over there. Hey, Riri, Reacts, how you doing? I forgot to fill the bathtub up over there. I turned the water on, the drip, 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 and smooth come out of there. I forgot and open the bathroom door. Open my doors on the other side, and it released some heat because it was warm in them little rooms. That's one thing about the other side of the house. When the air is on, it keeps it cool over there, and then when it's hot, when I open the door, that heat hit me in the face, like push. So I made you go look back at the throwback pictures. Why? Why you wouldn't look back at throwback pictures? What happened? What I say? What I do? Did you touch a tree back in the day? Yeah. So, yeah, the other sides. Oh, you're talking to Love of my grandsons. Okay. I thought I made you go look at some old pictures. Yeah, so I opened the doors, but I started the faucet on drip drip, and then I opened the bathroom cabinet, so it'll keep it pretty warm over there. Um, I don't think I need to put no water over there in that bathtub. I think I might need to put it over here in this bathtub. This bathtub hold more water than the other one over there. And if the power go out, I ain't gonna be drinking too much of nothing. So I won't be going to the restroom because once I pile all them clothes on, it ain't gonna be by nothing. Ain't gonna be by nothing by drinking no water, no juice, no nothing. I'm gonna be sip like I'm on a deserted island and you gave me one jug of water until you come back to rescue me. So I'm not gonna be doing all of that. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Yeah, I ain't gonna be doing all that. Yeah. So I don't know. And like I said, hey Gloria. Or did I speak to you, Gloria? Let me see. Were you in here? No, that was Loving My Grandsons was in here. Yeah, so yeah. So anyway, good evening, good night, everybody. This is Classy Lady. I am Classy Lady. Welcome to my channel, my page. I would appreciate if you are viewing my page that you would hit the like button. It doesn't cost a cent. Doesn't cost a thing to hit the like button. That's the thumbs up button. Or you can double tap the screen. Or you can hit the 3 like buttons that may be in the right hand of your phone. I am new to YouTube. I am a new content creator. I do some reactions sometimes. Most of my content is about myself, meaning that I make up, not make up, but I talk about my own content. A lot of it refers to me and about me, uh, my experiences, maybe family experiences, experiences with friends, and things of that nature. But right now, not really saying too much about anybody in this YouTube world unless I find somebody that's interesting to talk about. Hey, LaWanda, so otherwise it's just so I would appreciate if you new to my channel, subscribe, get me on up there. It's taking a while to get there, but I'm getting there. I'm seeing some progress, better than what I thought. And I have shorts and lives combined, about 72 they say, except for the ones that I may erase. I erase like the highlights, because the highlights will just tell you a little bit, and it really don't give the actual story the views. Well, both of them get the views. I don't know if it do the highlights. Is that something separate? Bama, if you know, it'll give you highlight views, and then it'll give you actual live views. I rather the live views than the highlights. But then sometimes the highlights uh, can get the numbers up there. But I don't know. I don't know how it go. I'm still learning and reading and reading, and ain't comprehending a goddamn thing. It just makes my head hurt. It just look like it's foreign writing to me. I ain't comprehending nothing. Nothing at all. It's just like a bunch of yang stuff that I'm reading. Yeah, I freeze me a cup of ice water, and I tell you, it melts fast. But I drink water more so at night than I will sometime during the day. I drink it during the day if I am, I guess, eating like some chips, or may eat something sweet that requires you to kind of chase something after it. But most of the time, my my water drinking, I drink more water at night, and I like to go to bed with have a cold thing of water right next to the bed, so when I'm up and stuff, I could just reach over and drink some water and things of that nature. And it don't make me get up and all of that. Put the phone in the window tonight. Let's go live to see if it's gonna snow. Girl, you put it in your window. It ain't gonna snow here. You, baby, trust me. I'm gonna hit you up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call your phone. I'm gonna hit that messenger button and call your phone. Bama, it's snowing. It's snowing. Child, there ain't gonna be no snow. I'll be up. I'll be checking it. I'll be checking it. I'm gonna watch the news again. I got it on the news station now. Hopefully I can catch the news at 10 if I don't go over talking and rambling and all of that. Oh, you did? Okay, okay, you got your watch hours. All right. So how many more subscribers do you need, or are you already there? Are you already there? You should be already there. If you're not, you're knocking at the door, saying open, open, open. So you think, oh, okay. Come on, they gotta come from somewhere. Do we got to do an Indian reservation? Ooh. Do we got to do something like that? Do we got to do the disco dance? You might need to come on there and dance or something to get the rest of them up there. What? Girl, you go. That can't be right. Because it said I have 23. It says I have 23 23,000 watch hours, and I know that ain't right. I got 23 something, and I know I don't have 23. Is it views? Well, views and watch hours is the same thing. So I got about 22, 23. So I don't know. That's what it told me in the analytics. I don't but the hours is something different. Yeah, I go to the dashboard and but it said watch hours is like 7 something, but the views was 23. So I guess 23 people may look and then maybe get off. I don't know, I don't know how they go. And call me after 11 because I ain't up early like you. I'm not early up. Yeah. So I'm going to have to see how that goes because I do look at the dashboard and it does. I got 23 point something thousand out something. I know it may be views, but it breaks it down with the likes. At some point you can see they'll say how many comments you have, and hours. So okay, so views. I got 23 point something views, and I only have 700 and something watch hours. Yeah, hours. Yeah, I knew it had to be something different. A view must be just somebody just come over and look, and then get off. And then the actual hours is somebody that actually probably stay past, the 3 minutes or the 6 minutes or however many minutes they say in order for it to count. So you think that's how it is? Who else I done miss? I'm trying to decide what I want to talk about. Y'all give me something to talk about or get me started. I was wanting to, talk about some serious stuff when I got more people coming in here. It's a superstition. Yeah, somebody ever told you about if your right hand itch, that meant money? Y'all heard that before? If your right hand itch, that meant money. Anytime mine itch, that means I'm paying out some money. That means I'm paying out some money. If your right hand itch, it means money. What about if a black cat cross your path? If they go on to the right of you, you good. But if they go on to the right of you, they good. But if they go on to the left of you, well, this is my left going this way. That's why I'm going that way. They go on to the left of you, that's not good. But if they go on to the right of you, it's good. Superstitions. Yeah, and I heard the left hand was paying out money. You put your hand in your pocket, that ain't gonna stop it from itching. True, it can itch in your pocket. Then they say don't scratch it. So I guess when I'm scratching the money out of it. Well, mine was just itching. So hopefully, if it means I'm scratching money out of, hopefully I'm scratching that I ain't got to pay none. Let me rack it out like that. Oh, you be trying to put the money in your pocket? That's a new one. I ain't heard that. But yeah. But then I do know what. And then they say don't let people sweep around your feet. I don't know what that means. Say don't let people sweep around your feet. I heard older people say that. When you be sweeping in the house, don't sweep around my foot. I done seen that. I done seen my grandparents and people be, don't sweep around my foot. Yeah, they didn't close schools pretty much here. Ain't nobody going to school. If they got on the news thing, the background is like a calm blue with the white numbers and stuff on there. You can see just as clear. Then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the screen, the panel is red. So do they think somebody going to school, or if you don't necessarily have to go to work Monday, you going? They should have closed schools Friday. But I guess they be trying to wait it out. Just go ahead and close the school so people can, if they're off Monday, they can just go ahead and sleep peacefully and go ahead and sleep. I don't know why they do the stupid stuff they do. If you do, so you're supposed to spit on the broom. Baby. I get on superstitions. And the other one is like, if you got somebody that you don't want to your house, or somebody that's bad energy or something for you, or that's messy or something like that, you post out around around your house, especially your doorways. Pour it in front. Like I was out there in the garage, so I would pour it in front, go across my garage door, and then go across my front door and my back door, so that bad energy wouldn't come in, or it ward off the spirit or something like that. I heard that too. Hey, yo. Yeah, well, that's what we're saying. The hand itching, that's money, but it's supposed to be a certain one. And then for the women, it was don't put my purse on the floor. They'll tell you don't set my pocketbook on the floor. So what that means? So it asks what that means. Don't set my pocketbook on the floor, and ask them what it means. But that mean I ain't gonna get no money. Ain't no money gonna come in there. Cha. I remember I told that to my mama. My mama kept her purse on the floor. My mama say, well, who's to say ain't none gonna jump in there? It's on the floor. It's low enough for it to catch some. My mama say, well, if that's the case, I would never have no money. Yeah, if your ear ringing, somebody talking about you. Yeah. The one what you say? If you don't spit on the broom, you go to jail. Well, child, I don't know. My brother runs, when I go over there, he run that vacuum cleaner. He run that vacuum cleaner. I'll be about to break it. I'm like, I ain't even go over there. You got that vacuum cleaner out. He'll get it out in a minute. Yeah. Hey, Laverne, how you doing? Yeah, my brother, I go over there. I got that on one of my shorts, on one of my ride-alongs. Anytime I go over there and I say, every time I come over here, you get that little vacuum cleaner out, and you up there, that's how I go, with that, the one with that little stick broom type vacuum cleaner. So the last time I went over there, excuse me. Excuse me. Now what that mean? I ain't sneezed none today. So he just going and little vacuum cleaner just going. Thank you. And so I had just got over there. And next thing I know, he done got this little vacuum cleaner out. And I say, every time I come over here, no sooner than somebody get here, you got this little vacuum cleaner. You never put your purse on the floor. Your grandma would have a fit. Well, mine probably would too. But my purse stay on the floor. I mean, it didn't been on the floor before. That's why I buy purses with the little feet at the bottom. So when I sit it on the floor, it's sitting on those little feet. Mine is sitting on a stool right now. That stool so low as you might as well say it's on the floor. But I put it on the floor because, like I said, I didn't had money, had little money, I didn't had a lot of money, and it ain't nothing to do with my purse being on the floor. And I know my mama had more money than me, but her purse stayed on the floor, right by her recliner. Because if she was gonna change her purse, that's where it was, right on the floor by the recliner. Yeah, when she got to that point, yeah, it would be on the floor. Thank y'all. Yeah. So he was vacuuming the floor and stuff like that. I say, I just got here. I say, I haven't even been over there, by the floor where he was vacuuming. Well, it's something there because I could see it. I say, you know what? We done got in our old age and you got OCD. I say, because I know it ain't nothing on that floor. It's something down there. I see it. I see it. I say, well, you know what? I say, if you come over here with that vacuum cleaner by my foot, I say, I'm going to stomp the shit out of it. And I raise my foot up to stomp it. I say, because it ain't nothing over here on my feet. It ain't nothing over here. And I say, that makes a person feel uncomfortable. What you mean? I say that makes a person feel uncomfortable as soon as they get to your house and sit down good. You vacuuming, you know. Well, he get to looking and stick his chest out, looking all dignified. Well, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable. I say, I don't know why you don't think I should. You're my sister, and that shouldn't make you feel uncomfortable. I said, it does, and I'm just letting you know, because I'm pretty sure you done it to somebody else before and not just me. I say, but you come over here if you want to with that vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to stomp this. His sister say, he just want to show you his new toy. And that was a new vacuum cleaner because now he got the one. Well, I say he because he like all that stuff. With the station is tall, and then I guess you just hook it in the station or whatever. He let me use one. He let me use one because I had two or whatever, and after some years they wasn't no good, so I put them in the garage, and then eventually we put them to the curb for the people who come around at night looking for junk. You can rest assured they ain't gonna be there in the morning. And I got one that came all apart, and I can't find that bad boy. I can't find it. I could have swore when he let me use the one he got another one stick. I put mine in the closet. I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. Would it be in the other closet? No, it's not in the other closet. Yeah. So I told him I was gonna keep that vacuum cleaner. Yeah. So, yeah, he would, and I told him, I said, it makes people feel uncomfortable. Don't do that. But you my sister. I say, but yeah, but you done it to somebody else self-consciously. And you don't think, my sister-in-law was like, he just wanted to show you his new toy. And he's talking about, well, what you mean I just wanted to show him my new toy? It was something on the, my sister-in-law say, change the station. And I said, and I looked at her, we started laughing because we were like, that one you ain't gonna win. So I say, changing the station. He was trying to talk about something. I say, changing the station, and started talking about something else. Yeah. But what else? What else is a superstition? Now some men say when they put a toothpick, I hate to see a man with a toothpick in the side of his mouth. Oh, I hate to see that. But they said it's good luck for them, a toothpick in the side of their mouth. When a man walk around with a toothpick in their mouth, that just burns my behind. What you got that in your mouth for? Just good to go foul and hurt yourself and stick yourself with that toothpick. I know y'all got some relatives or dads or older brothers and uncles that walk around with a toothpick in the side of their mouth. A toothpick in the side of their mouth and a pencil behind their ear. A pencil behind their ear. I never understood that. Now, a pencil for men that are contractors and stuff, yeah, they need the pencil so they can mark on the sheetrock and write stuff down and stuff like that. But somebody be walking around with a pencil up here behind their ear. I guess they just want to carry a pen with them. A pen behind their ear and a toothpick in the side of their mouth. I never understood that. Well, cigarette. I've seen them. I've seen cigarettes, but I've seen pencils behind their ears. A pencil. Yeah, that's just so ghetto to me. A cigarette behind your ear. Well, why? What is one cigarette gonna do you? Is that your last? Do that mean that's your last cigarette you have? So you stick it behind your ear, so when you get ready to smoke, you know that's your last one. What's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of a cigarette behind your ear? That's crazy. We as people do some crazy stuff. We do some crazy stuff. I I don't know. They last cigarette, they not going to lose it. Yeah, that's the only reason why I can see that is they last cigarette. What? Leave it where it's at. Because after you smoke that one, you're going to want another one. You're going to want another cigarette. So why don't you just leave that one where it's at? That's crazy. Yeah, but I've seen them with the one cigarette. And like I said, I guess contractors or people that have to write. You go in Home Depot, you're going to see men with pencils behind their ear. That's one place, Lowe's and Home Depot and maybe some of these other places where they sell all that lumber and sheetrock and stuff. You're going to see a man with a pencil behind their ear. Y'all just probably ain't paid attention. But now y'all going to start paying attention now to see if y'all see a man with a pencil behind his ear. Probably go see one. You probably gonna see one and you're gonna crack up. Y'all gonna say, that doggone classy lady. That doggone classy lady with that doggone pencil behind their ear. Or that toothpick in their mouth. In the corner. Ugh. That just, I don't know. Yeah. So. Y'all would, but wouldn't that be good? We can do a meet and greet. I missed the first two that Rosnum had, the first two meet and greets. I missed those. One I think I was doing, well, both of them I was doing something, but one of them I wouldn't have had a roommate, and New York was gonna cost me a bunch of money. And Vegas, I had booked Vegas. But at the time when I booked it, she hadn't released where she was going to stay. But I kind of had that intuition where she was going to stay. So that's where I booked my room at. I forgot now. Forgot what that, MGM. I had booked me a room at the MGM, and I didn't have a roommate, and that's why I had booked my room, and I had even did the like we was talking about the flight where Nana was talking about you can put the flight on hold. I do know with United you could put it on hold for 24 hours, but when you put it on hold for 24 hours, you pay a fee. And it'll hold that seat, that flight, it'll hold everything for you. Because I did do that one time But I don't think it was. Did I do 24 hours? Yeah, I was going somewhere and I did the 24-hour hold. Um, yeah, you can do that. And some plans, you can do a what is it, pay as you go? Because one of the girls that was going did something like that. She did a layaway plan with a flight. I don't know if I do that, but hopefully, if she do try to get a meet and greet together, she give us at least 6 months. That's gonna put us past the summertime, and I really don't want to travel in the summer when kids are out of school, uh, especially not in June and July, because it's gonna be depending on where you're going, depending on the type of ship you're going. There's gonna be too many children, too many kids out. And I know that they said that Carnival, their curfew for kids is 1 o'clock. That's still too late, because all those kids want to do is run up and down the halls of these ships, and they holler and do crazy things. So I would rather go when it's not that many kids traveling, because it'd be too many of them. And so if we would fly into LA, you would, of course, I would recommend you go the day before. Get a hotel room. Maybe a couple people want to, to buddy up and room up or whatever. And for overnight stay, I wouldn't dare catch a flight the day of my trip, because anything could go on. They reschedule. Weather could be bad where you at or something like that, and you will miss your flight. You miss your flight, miss your trip. All that money going down the drain unless you have insurance on it. If you don't have no insurance on that cruise, you just done lost your money, because they ain't gonna give it back. They will not give it back. Only way we got our money back is the cruise ship broke when it came in, because those people that they're using the same ship. That ship is going in and out. Them so few days. I thought you would one ship would come in and then it's one there for you to take. But that one that's waiting there, that ship just came in 8 hours prior. That ship just came in that morning, and that's the same ship that's going out. Them people have to hurry up and clean them rooms, make them fresh, make them ready, get that food loaded up on them ships and all of that stuff. Those people that work on ships, they work hard. They work hard, and they depending on your room steward, they remember your name and everything. Some of them, and they are so nice. Some of them, till it's hard not to do an extra tip for them, an extra cash um, tip. I always bring money. I be like a mini dope dealer. I have my ones and fives so that when people do extra stuff for me, I tip them. I do that. Even to the baggage handlers and stuff like that, they are the first ones to get their tips, because when they put my luggage on that thing, and I said, make sure my luggage is on there now, and they be like, it's on there, it's on there. And, you got your name and stuff, and it gets to your room. I always tip the people that come out to your car and get your luggage. They are the first ones. And then, like I said, once I leave, the person that kept my room clean the whole time, and like I like to have ice in my room that would keep that ice bucket filled. Yeah, they would get extra tip. Yeah, because whatever you need, you call them. They're the ones to do it. You need your clothes pressed. Uh, Either they have a pressing station. I never knew, or if they take and they do it themselves. I don't know. But, I know you can't have an iron and stuff like that because they'll confiscate it. Yeah. Ooh. Girl, was they honking the horn, Bama? And, I want to go to the Bahamas. I would like to stay a couple of days in the Bahamas. And I want to go to Jamaica. Those are two places that I have not been. I would like to spend a couple of days in Jamaica because I like to tour the island wherever I go or whenever I go on a. If I'm gonna go across the water somewhere, I would like to make sure, or even in the States, I would like to be able to do a tour of the city, or like going across seas, do a tour of um, the island, so that you could know the history and you see things that you've never seen before. Yeah, you've seen things that you never saw before, and stuff that you never knew, and it's just interesting the history of everything. They was backing up. Lord have mercy. Yo yo, maybe I'll run into you next year for your anniversary. Well, depending on where you're leaving out of, I would really like to go to Jamaica. I would like to fly there and just be there on the beach. Not it don't necessarily have to be the beach. I just want to see the surroundings and what's in Jamaica. Yeah, experience the food. That would be an experience for me. I know it'd be a lot of stuff that I won't try. Uh, because I've never had Jamaican food. Which we have a restaurant here, and I gotta remember on Wednesdays. I want to go where they have is wings Wednesdays, and they have like the jerk chicken wings and stuff like that. That pit be full of it. I really would like to try that. Um, I would like to try their yams, they rice and peas. That I would like to try that as well. But I know me and them beans ain't gonna get along. And then that cabbage ain't gonna get along. And I know that would probably be the ideal plate. The rice and peas, the cabbage, and it probably be the plantains, but I would rather the sweet potatoes. And I would a wing dinner or the oxtails. I would like to taste it, how they cook their oxtails. What you mean with the Jafakins? Ain't no Jafakins over there. I wouldn't think it's the Jafakins over here. You don't know, the real Jamaicans. I would love to go over there and taste some of their food and things of that nature. Well, you can. I don't know if y'all have some restaurants there. Just start trying them out there. Don't go over there for the first time and get your stomach in a roar, because that's what I don't want to do. I want to try some stuff here to let me know if I'm gonna like their food over there. That may change my mind. But I would love to go to Jamaica, and I would love to go to the Bahamas. But I would like to go where I can spend some time there. I don't just want to go and come back. Um, Now, of course, when you're on the ship, you get the little 8 hours and stuff. And I probably, if all this take place and I decide to go, I want the excursion. My excursion, instead of going jet skiing or to the beach or to all that stuff, my excursion would be to take a tour of the island, because when you take a tour, they're gonna take you by the beach and all of that kind of stuff. They even made, let you get out for, for an hour or two or whatever, But that's gonna be one thing I want to do. That'll be an excursion of mine, and then that way I can get a little taste of it, and then I can, actually turn around and book a flight to go back. But I don't want to. I don't want to leave out of Florida or whatever and just go for 4 days. I want to go for 5. And I don't know if the Bahamas goes out of California, if it leaves out of LA. I do know it goes out of Florida. It looks like we got one here called Jamaican Breeze. Yeah, but it's one that I wanna try, that's here. They've been advertising it on Facebook, and I said I wanted to go. I know you are excited. packed like sardine. Yeah, I know when we went for our class reunion, we didn't do a tour, but they took us to a private island. But it was like two classes went together, and we was a lot, at least 50, and we told them, nah, we ain't gonna be packed in it, and they got some more cars. Some was in the van. I think I was in a van or a shuttle bus. They had the they had to end up having to get limos and stuff to be able to transport us to the beach and stuff. And so each class we took pictures with the big sombreros on the island and stuff like that. And they I think they, like I said, it was either rum or tequila that they was making, that they showed you how they made it and stuff. And you got that shot to drink that shot. And then they had a restaurant where we some of us ate at the restaurant and stuff. And sat under the big trees, and they was telling you to be cautious because the coconuts could fall down at any time. So I say, you mean to tell me we sit on this coconut tree and that thing could one of them coconut could fall that pop us in the head? And they was like, yeah. So you should have seen me under that tree, just kept looking, kept looking. I don't know what I'd have did if that one of them things would have popped, fell down and hit us in the head. Yeah. So, yeah, if we decide to do a meet and greet and we go on a trip, wherever that ship land, I want, unless it lands in Cozumel or one of them places, I'll be hunting for the silver jewelry. I'll be in there talking mucho. When I went with the family, it was my sister-in-law's side, and we just kind of went. Well, of course, my brother went because that was his wife. My dad, me, and my cousin, we were some add-alongs. But hey, Zaza, how you doing? Yeah, so we went over there, and we was at a different port this time in Cozumel. I was disappointed because I already knew where I was going. I was going back to that man's stove, but we didn't we didn't get off at that port, and we got off at it was a different port for Royal Caribbean. But when we went, so I went in the town or whatever. No, it was Costa Maya, where I was able to wheel and deal for my jewelry, because Cozumel, the one we went to, the port we stopped at, it wasn't the same. And I went looking for jewelry and stuff like that, and it wasn't the same. But when we got to Costa Maya, they had more of the marketplace stuff, the stores and stuff. But and they be running a game. You have the big store be in the front, and that same owner be owning a lot of those jewelry stores back there that be in the back. Because when I was looking for something, he talking about, we got you. My store in the back, my store. And he wanted to make sure, this man wanted to make sure I went to his store. He kept looking. I said, yeah, I'm on my way back there. And you stop and you see something and whatever. He say, and man caught up with me and talking about, my store, invite you to my store back. I say, I'm going. You told me it was back there. I'm going to the store. Well, I just want to make sure you find the store. Walk a little bit, looking at something, picking something up, and looking. Here he come running again. So when he did all that running, the head man that was in the big store in the front, I gave that one in the back hell. I gave him hell. Cause I'd say, now your boss done told me to come back here. He done ran me down to come back in this store. Now I need some deals. I need some deals. And I looked in there, picked out some stuff I wanted, had a handful of stuff, and then I told him that's gonna be $700. I ain't got $700. I ain't gonna be able to pay that. What can you pay? I don't know. If I pay $700, I got to fill this tray up. There's got to be more jewelry than this. Now let me see. Let me see if I can find me some things that match. And I did. I found me which I done broke my little rose bracelet. I used to have it on. It's a rose bracelet with some roses, and I got the ring with that. I got the charm, a rose charm that you, a slider that you put on another charm. And then I already had went to a store here, and I had already had the rose earrings. So I had a matching set. And then I always, on my James Avery bracelets, I always look for sterling silver, because there they can put, James Avery will add, just long as it's sterling silver, they will add them on for you for $5 if you have sterling silver. So a couple of places, a couple of charms I bought from a couple of those places and had them added. I have this is my travel bracelet, and this will tell the things I like to do as far as travel. I wish I could show it to y'all so I could tell y'all the story of my bracelet. Can y'all see it? Y'all can't see it like I want you to see it. Like this one say, very special daughter. Can y'all see it? That's something my parents bought me. This one says godmother. So this bracelet tells a story, and different things that I like, it's on here. I got a tube of lipstick on here. I have a purse. I have wine bottle for wine. I have a cell phone because I like to talk on the phone. I have a black dress because I like to dress. This is a little diamond ring. First of all, because it's my birthstone and I like jewelry. Can y'all see it? And then I have one. This one says little sister. One says believe. I love mom. Got a special friend. I got one best mom. That's kind of like faith, live and love, family. I even got a little ram. That's April birthstone. I mean zodiac. I got a little box. It's a love box. And then a key. Love is the key. What else? And I just added this little red. I plan on adding more red on here. I think you can see it better back here. But this is my travel bracelet. It has a suitcase on here. It has a ship. It has an airplane. It has a Hawaii thing on here. It has a guitar for, representing Nashville. A bouquet of flowers. I got a little turtle on here. A little birthday cake. I guess the birthday cake needs to go on the other one. But anyway, a world traveler. Passport. So each one of my bracelets represent something different. One is a travel bracelet, and one is a bracelet about me. Now some of these have some of the stuff about me with the birthday and stuff like that. And then my fourth bracelet, which I'm just getting started on it, and that's gonna be my food bracelet. Food that I like to eat. So one is, I got a pizza on there so far. I got a cupcake because I like sweets. I got a pickle on there because I love pickles. I love pickles. So I got a green pickle. And then I got a popsicle. Popsicle, a pickle, a cupcake, and pizza. That's the 4 I have so far on that one. But that's my 4th one. My 3rd one is just silver. So that's what I like about James Avery. Now, a lot of places have Pandora, and some of y'all may have the Pandora bracelets. And they pretty much kind of like the same thing, Pandora and James Avery. But I think James Avery, I know they're mainly in Texas. They may be in some other states, but I don't know. I know they're mainly in Texas for sure. Yeah. Oh, would you say I'm fancy? Wait till I show y'all my costume jewelry. Y'all gonna say, girl, you And once I'm turning that camera on, when I be playing that music and that boxes y'all be seeing on the floor back there, stocked up about four things high. That's all my little costume jewelry that I like to wear. When I get dressed up, I put it on. I feel naked if I don't have anything on. So yeah. So that's my bracelets and okay, Mother's Day weekend. You know what I want? And I'm gonna probably save some money or whatever for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I want to take one of them cruise. I want to be on a cruise for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Um, I don't know which one, but that's where I want to be for Christmas, on a cruise for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And who knows, maybe both. Lord may bless me to do both. Maybe I can get on a cruise at the last minute, because when you jump on a cruise at the last minute, you can get some of them for like $200 or for a last minute type thing. I had some coworkers that used to do that. They get on there at the last minute for people canceling out rooms, or they have rooms available, and they get on. They gotten on several cruises for $200, $200 a piece. So I need to buckle up and be a traveler, on my own, a solo traveler. A lot of people do it, just like people go out to eat to dinner by themselves. I don't. I guess I like to talk too much. I be wanting somebody to sit there so I can laugh and talk or whatever. But sometimes you have to learn to get up and do things on your own. Because sometimes people don't, they don't have the money, or they don't want to do what you want to do. So me and a coworker is supposed to go to that Jamaican restaurant. I'm gonna call her. She's one of my older coworkers. Sue is about in her 70s, and but she don't look it, and she get around good. But she said that she wanted to that she would meet me and we could go to the Jamaican restaurant. So I'm a call her when this freeze and stuff is over with, probably within the next 2 weeks, and I'm gonna ask her, is she ready to go to the restaurant? If not, then I'm gonna put on my big girl drawers. Well, let me not say drawers. My big girl panties, and I'm gonna have to go on over there, and I may sit there and eat. 9 times out of 10, I may bring it home, but I may sit there and eat on something just to scope the scenery out and see what kind of, people come in and out of there. I won't find my husband sitting in the house. I'm gonna have to find him. I'm gonna have to go sit out at a restaurant or something, and sit down somewhere where the men go, like at a bar or a restaurant with a bar. Go sit up at the bar like I'm watching the sports. Like I'm watching sports and be sitting up there looking cute. So it was more than Bam, it was more than you and your mom. Was it some people that was with y'all, or it was some more people that was getting left? Yeah, they're gonna try to get you on now. Lord, what a Mother's Day if y'all would have got left there at in the Bahamas. Y'all would have had to uh oh, Obama, don't worry. When I come through there, you need to. Oh, 6 of y'all. Y'all was gonna have to pay y'all way to get back to the United States. That would have been something. Yeah, people do get left. They think it's a joke. It ain't a joke. They be lollygagging around. I don't know if they forget the time, or they be somewhere, or the excursion they do, the people don't try to get them back there on time. But like I said, when we went, we had a chartered excursion, and we went to that beach. That man that was the head of the drivers and stuff, he told him, he said, we need to get them back. And actually, We didn't get there an hour ahead of time. We got there like 2.5 hours ahead of time. That man cut that thing short and say, "Come on, get all your people that's with you, y'all. Come on, it's time to go. It's time to go." But he rounded us up early, and as we were driving back, we got in a little traffic, but they, of course, they traffic not like ours. And then wouldn't you know what kind of made the traffic jam? The iguana crossing the street. Just don't be in no rush. The iguana was crossing the street, just taking his time. So everybody got to stop and wait for the iguana to cross the street. Can't do nothing to him. They just, and it wasn't no little bitty iguana. That sucker was big. Make you always think it. Make you think you could ride his back. It was that big. Green and pinkish, the black, but ugly. The iguana. That's how I was walking across the street. Just taking his time. Held up, made a traffic jam, made a traffic. Everybody had to stop. So we was asking the man, "Well, them things legal?" They say, "Yeah, they legal. You can't do. It's nothing you can do to them. You can walk on the same." This man was walking on the sidewalk, and that man got off that sidewalk and let that iguana walk that side. Had that sidewalk. He walked in the street and walked around that iguana, but he ain't fool with it. He walked around it, and the iguana took that sidewalk. Ain't nothing you can do. Just move around. Bama, they showing Huntsville. I don't see nothing but some rain, Bama. Let me see. Do I have my TV up? It's still talking about freezing. I ain't no snow on the ground, just some water. Water, rain. Weatherman time expected to change overnight. The best thing to do is stay in the house. Who going somewhere this time of the night? I hope ain't no nightclubs or nothing open. These restaurants don't even need to be open. But the truck stops are gonna have to be open. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because I remember when my dad was out there on the road and driving, he said he would be snowed in, but he was fine because he had his sleeping a bag. He had blankets on his bed. He had hot trays and stuff like that. Even one, a little toilet in there and stuff like that. So he was cool. You have bottled water and water to, wash your face and brush your teeth and stuff like that. You can heat up you some water and stuff and wash your body and stuff. But he said that he got snowed in. He would get snowed in for a couple of days, but he was fine. He had food. Uh, he would have plenty of canned goods and stuff like that. He would have some meat in his coolers that kept it cold all the time. And then, when they get to different towns and stuff, of course, the Walmart is what they're gonna look for, a grocery store. They go in there and buy them some more groceries and stuff like that. But yeah, so this little weather here and stuff like that, a lot of those truckers, experienced truck drivers, are used to driving that weather, or driving the roads and stuff. And then, of course, they putting the stuff on the roads and stuff to keep it off. But it's just probably most water and ice, water out here on these roads, and oil and grease, oil, or like they say, oil. We are too, yo, but ain't nobody really out there on the street. There shouldn't be nobody out on the street unless you're an essential worker, uh, as far as police, fire, or ambulance. Uh, and the people that's got to put the sand or that ice freezing stuff on the ground. It shouldn't be nobody out there driving around looking. They telling people to stay off the road. You can tap your car if you want to, go sliding or whatever. I was telling my brother, I say, well, tomorrow I say if it ain't frozen, get up and the weather be better in the morning. Say, I'm gonna try to go to church. Now my brother don't live but maybe about 5 or 6 miles from the church. He say I might go to church. He said I might go ahead and go to church tomorrow, whatever, cause he stay 5 or 6 miles. I stay like 25 to 30. My brother say you better not dot that door. God gonna understand. You better not dot that door. He say I better not catch you at church if I happen to go. He say you better not dot that door and come this way tomorrow. I say, well, I guess so. I guess I just stay at home. So I got my clock set. Church started at 9. Got my clock set for 8:45. Enough time for me to get up, wash my face, and brush my teeth. And bedside manner is what it's gonna be as far as church tomorrow. I'm gonna have to sit up because if I'm laying down looking at it, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna fall asleep. I know I'm gonna fall asleep. So. Jack Frost stole your gas. Bam, you probably ain't put no gas in your car. You probably forgot. I bet you $50 you forgot to put gas in your car. Ain't no Jack Frost stole your gas. What you do? You ain't put no gas, did you? You ain't fill your car up, did you? You was one of them hard head ones. Because you ain't been doing no lies from the car. So where your gas at? Jack Frost ain't stole mine because mine is on right below the F. Because the only reason it's below the F is because I went to a funeral. Well, I went sign the book, and then when I walked in, my girlfriend was standing there. So I didn't even go and view her daddy. I can only tell you what her daddy look on the picture. I ain't go all the way in the church. I ain't go all the way in the church. I ain't go all the way in the church. So I can't tell you what her daddy looked like. I know him on the picture, and I was only way I got an obituary is because I was in the family room when the one of the directors came in there to hand out the programs, and he act like he didn't want to give me one. I looked at him like he gonna like give it to me, and he ain't gonna take it back because the preacher was getting ready, the minister was getting ready to talk. She wasn't praying, she was talking. So you could have had, so when he was giving it to me and he took it back and I looked at him like, Negro, what you doing? Give me up. You know, and so he went on ahead and gave it to me. And then after that, shoot, I stood there for a minute and I kind of eased my way around it and I tipped on out. Because then I had to go to the doctor. I had to go to the doctor. So, but he acted like he didn't want to give me one. I was like, Negro, I don't care if it didn't have enough for the people in the church. Ain't my problem. I was just online tomorrow too. But I said I was going to church. This gonna make it's gonna make the third week. Cause a couple of weeks ago we went to no. Take that back. This is gonna be the second. Cause when we went to a funeral in Louisiana, we went Friday and came back Saturday. I went to church Sunday. Last week when I went to the inaugural ball, the Mardi Gras, then I didn't go to church. And then this Sunday, well, no, and this Sunday won't be, it'll be one Sunday. Because I try to go every Sunday. I really do. I try to go every Sunday to get the word because I need it. And so this will be online tomorrow. So yeah. But then next week, Lord say the same. I have to get my butt up. Because the devil be fighting me every Sunday. He fight me, riding my back till I get up and be doing this. Get back. Get back. Get back. Because this my left shoulder. That's where the devil be back. Get back. Get back. And God, I be saying, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, so I'll be watching it online as well. And I'm going to send the link to my dad and my brother because I don't think they have it. But I don't think they on YouTube. But you still can send them the link and they can get it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure it won't be. It won't be nobody there. If so, it might be a couple of people that live maybe right there, but oh, tell them. I ain't gonna say what I want to tell them to strike my, but that wouldn't be nice. I know that guy be be playing with, he be playing with 911. He play with that all the time. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about them people. I'll tell y'all one day. I sought to name the live that tonight, but I said, nah, I don't want to talk about that. This would be a good time to talk about it, but yeah, he be acting like he them. He be acting like he 911. Give folk a bad reputation with all that foolishness that he be doing. I think that boy is really he be too much in it and talking about a BBL and all that. He raised his suspicions. Even though he fought that man, George Jefferson, and he beat George Jefferson up, he raised suspicions to me. Y'all know who I'm talking about? He be having that blue war paint across his face, or either the pink war thing across his face. He can make some dresses and stuff. Be making them young girls dresses for the prom and all of that. But trying to yo, what's that? What's that little symbol that you have before the person? That's what that little symbol mean? Yeah. What that little symbol mean? Why is that coming up on here? It's behind. What does that mean? Or what emoji y'all was trying to put and it came up there? Cause Bam, it's in front of yours when you said that, and it's in front of Yo-Yo, and I don't see it no other time. So what was y'all trying to say? And that the symbol come up. It's on yours, Yo-Yo. So what is that emoji y'all be trying to say? Trying to figure out who you talking about. No, but it's another little foreign symbol before. Okay, like Bama, you put Laquanda, and it's a symbol before that. What that little symbol mean? It looked foreign to me. It looked like a little A and a division sign. Oh, thinking. Not that one. It came up when you said thinking, then you got one with the 3 dots like on my that means a message or whatever. And then I see it on here. But it's another little symbol that y'all have on there. Does that mean you're thinking too? Man, I'm gonna put look in the chat. She put the name in there. She put the name in the chat. Yeah. He gained a good bit of weight too, because he had started cooking. He go from one thing to the other. He had started cooking, and he be prepping his food and cooking and stuff like that, and he make his food look good. But he had started cooking. He started getting a gut, well, a bigger gut. And then I noticed, I don't know if he got a pillar or something in his behind, but the thighs is kind of big, and his butt talking about a BBL. I don't know. Look at how it miss. Yeah, but he always be he stopped doing a lot of the Walmart skits. I wonder why. Oh, it means thinking. I was just wondering what it meant. Because I saw it and I was unfamiliar with it. I knew it wasn't nothing bad, but I was just wondering what it was. Who is that, Bama? Who is Ann Riley? I don't know who that is. Yeah, he was on there when he would cook his little meals and stuff, and I said, shoot, he didn't gain him some weight. All that cooking he be doing and that food he be doing and acting like he answering the phone and all of that, doing 911 and answering the phone and uh be doing all that he be doing. I was like, you just really don't know. You can play it. Yeah, who is that, Bama? I'm looking back at the weather. Oh Lord, the lady that got into it with Peach. I don't know her. See, cause I don't watch her like that. But is that how she be acting? I don't watch her like that, so I that's why that went over my head. That really went over my head. I don't watch her like that. To know that that's who she was talking about. I remember I used to, would watch her. Remember, well, she hadn't just started, but when I was watching her, she was a little bit more stable minded than what she is now. Um, because I remember they had gotten a Airbnb and they had went to Disney World, but they had went to another state and they had to buy groceries, and them they just let them kids play and they don't have no sense of direction, no sense of nothing. That house was towed up from the floor up, and her husband had cleaned it and stuff like that. But they was in an Airbnb and they had that house. You swear it was 100 children in there. It was it was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, I don't know her either. I know Peach, but I don't know the lady that sold the wigs or sold her the wigs or sell the wigs. I don't know her. That's why I was asking, do she act like that or do she look like that? And is that why how he be, trying to do a skit on her or whatever? Cause I don't know. I don't know her. Yeah, yeah. So basically, this was just a chit chat because I didn't really want to talk about what I want to talk about tonight because I took a nap and like they say, you wake up cross like them little kids. I kind of dozed off a little bit and I was listening to the music and then I dozed off or whatever. And then I said, well, I ought to just come on here and play some music. And I said, it might be people that would listen to music tonight since they home. But I would hope everybody, being that they off this weekend, and some people would otherwise would have to work, um, children out of school. This would be your time to catch up on your rest. Be a good time to have family time. Sit down and talk with your kids, your family, to see what's been going on in their life. Because everybody is a routine, and so everybody should be just slum bumming this weekend. Since they really want everybody to stay off the road, but of course, you're gonna have some people that's gonna get out there anyway. Like earlier today when I was outside, there's people going down the street and they going whatever speed they want to, not knowing if the roads have iced up with that black ice. They just driving all whatever. Where they going, I don't know. The first thing to fly off the shelves was bread. I didn't realize people eat that much bread. I wonder how much I can get for a loaf of bread that I got here. I got 2 loaves of bread. I wonder how much I can get for them. I didn't put them in the refrigerator now. I wonder how much I can get for them because bread flew off the shelves. With no bread, all kind of bread. People were just buying it. So I guess people was gonna be doing a lot of barbecuing because they was buying a lot of food and cooking up some good meals. So my cousin told me, she said, I'd been texting back and forth, and one of my cousins just said, I done ate cotton candy, I done ate boudin, I done ate crackling, I done ate, what she say? I done ate some pie. She had named about 5 or 6 things. Oh, she done ate some chips. She said, I dang near ate up all my snacks. She said, all I've been doing is eating. I said, yeah, well, y'all doing emotional eating because y'all in the house. I said, that's too much doggone snacking. They just snacking and talking about, I ate most of my snacks now. And so the other one that said was, shoot, them little pounds I had done lost, I'm going to gain them back this weekend. That's one of them that loves, she don't stay at home at all. She don't stay at home at all. She be gone all the time, in stores, and don't, she have one child, and her child is grown. She don't have any grandkids, but always buying little kids stuff. But I guess she give people gifts at Christmas time and Christmas and um, birthdays and things of that nature. She go in her little stockpile or whatever she buy at the store and start giving out gifts and stuff. But she stay in the street. She stay on go. And then the other one, she get invited and people be wanting her to do a lot of things, but she work at a bank, so she glad to be. No, she don't work at a bank no more. She work at the city hall of their town. And so we just been texting back and forth, and they've been saying how they been eating. They was cooking gumbo, they was cooking spaghetti, they had done fried fish and all of that. And I said, hey, ex granny, how you doing? So they just been emotional eating. That's what they've been doing. And I guess once they cook, everybody eating, the food gone, and then they go back to snacking and stuff like that. And then one cousin said, I've been in the bed, and this a good time to detox. No, it ain't. Ain't no good time to detox. That power go out. It's gonna be ain't gonna be too nice. Ain't gonna be too nice in the house. You talking about detoxing and power go out and all that stuff. This ain't the time. You fool around there and go on yourself or on the floor. One of them. You're gonna be cleaning up a whole bunch of mess. So she was like, there goes my piece, because her daughter got called in. She works in the ER, but she's not a nurse. She works, I guess, at the desk or something. So they called her in to work. So the two grandsons is there with her. And it's not the oldest grandson is the one. It's that 3-year-old. It's that 3-year-old that be climbing up the walls and doing all kind of stuff. He fell a couple of weeks ago and bust his put a gash in his head, and then he had a little concussion. But she say he in the hospital. She say he climbing the walls, just don't want to be still. So he just hyper. He just hyper. Just can't do nothing with him. But yeah. Yeah, I gotta go back and see what video y'all talking about. I usually get Yo-Yo I get a ding for her and Trina and everybody else that come on, but I didn't get one for Yo-Yo, so I'm gonna have to go and view her video and see what she talking about. I know April was talking about she had a good video and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to go and see it. I'm gonna have to go and see it tonight when I get off of here. Girl, I said that. See, you so worried about me touching a tree outside, you would have heard what I said. I told her that. I'm the one told her. I mean, she may have seen it, but I'm the one mentioned it to her that, yeah, that she was talking about her. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. She talked about 5 people. It was Semfo, Nord, Try Me, Beans Mom, and Ex Granny. She started off with Ex Granny. And she, you know, said what she said and said some things and like to talk under people's clothes. And I said, now you ain't have to go there. You didn't have to say that. That was unnecessary. Talking under that woman's clothes. She don't do that to you and all that kind of stuff. But that was earlier today. Matter of fact, let me see. I got up at 12:40 and it said that it was 2 hours ago. So that means it was at 10:40 or 10 o'clock. So that means she got up hitting the bottom. Now, I don't know how many hours she is maybe ahead of us. And it could have been 12 o'clock her time when she started. But at my time, that meant it would have been 10:40 that she started. And she was already slushy. You already, and you with that crooked wig you got on your head. You need to stay out of my business to worry about my husband. Early. Yeah, I'm the one mentioned something too about that. Did she, cause hey, Kiss the Ring, how you doing? We doing good over here. We ain't doing nothing but talking about not much, nothing. I'm just talking just to be entertaining y'all. I'm not talking about anything. We just talking. Was talking about stuff, superstitious stuff, earlier. Different superstitions that we've heard and over the years and stuff like that. So I don't know if you heard some weird ones, but one of them is not putting your purse on the floor. Actually, Granny, you may know what and I can't remember. I know somebody had told me that, and I want to say the old men or the men say good luck, what they wear, put a toothpick in the side of their mouth. Do you know anybody that walk around with a toothpick in the side of their mouth? I want to say they say it's good luck or something. I don't know. But I know you've seen them with the toothpick in the side of their mouth. Men walking around with a toothpick in the side of their mouth and they rattling it around and with their tongue and stuff. It's just in there for no reason. It ain't because they just got through eating. They purposely put one in their mouth. Oh, to keep from smoking. Well, that's a good way to keep from smoking. Well, maybe some of these women need to put one in their mouth to keep from smoking. That wouldn't be nice. My dad stopped smoking my mom used to keep him with jawbreakers in his mouth. That way he could roll it around and he ended up stopped smoking with that. And then some people it's just a will and a willpower to just stop it altogether. Like I did with all that medication that I was on that they was giving me. I just stopped talking. Oh, okay. Well, I could see that, and I don't see many men chew gum. You see them, and then the ones that do chew gum, they don't know how to chew gum. So I do see some men, very rare, chewing on gum, and a lot of them don't like to have a peppermint in their mouth. I know my brother changed from having peppermints to them little the other day and before we left church because he be talking to people. He got one of them little sheets that you put on your tongue. He didn't switch to that instead of the peppermints and stuff like that. Yeah, ask Granny. Let's see what your answer is. If you haven't been listening, someone sweep around your feet or sweep your feet. What do you do? Or why people don't like people to sweep? Yeah, I know some of them just do that because they see somebody else walking around with a toothpick in their mouth. We was talking about the cigarette behind the ear, and I was telling them about I seen like when men have a pencil behind their ear. A pencil behind their ear to me, I would think they're a contractor or something like that be having the pencils behind their ear, walking around with that or whatever. Okay, that's what they were saying. You had to spit on the broom. Well, that was a nasty broom then, Because I'm pretty sure them kids done swept around or swept on somebody's feet a many a time and you spit on the broom. That's nasty. What'd you say, Bam? A good answer. I forgot. I think I was in the, let me see, what was that lady? Was it a sixth? Let me see. Was it the sixth grade, seventh grade? One of our teachers gave us a test called the bitch test. And it had all kind of old sayings like the eagle flies on Friday. What is cheese, what they call cheese. Um it was all kind of old sayings. And we had, that was a test. And none of us passed the test. And so we brought the test home. And I know several of our parents called in on the teacher and wrote in on the teacher because we like, what that mean? The eagle flies on Friday, and it was something about Chicago when it gets real cold in Chicago. It's a saying that Lou Rawls say that I've heard him say, but all kind of old sayings, and she expected us young kids to know what that meant. Now, some of them I had heard before, but I didn't know what. But yeah, that was what the test was called, and or what are Benjamins and stuff like that. Or just like we say, big head hundreds. Just different sayings that she had on this test. Child, ain't none of us passed. I think I might have got a 60. So I got 6 of them right. I think it was 10 she had on there. So I got 6 of them right. I heard that was the other answer about going to jail. And I forgot. Dreaming about fish. Dreaming about fish meant somebody in the family was pregnant. Dreaming about fish. That was another superstition. Yeah, dreaming about fish. And then another one, if you in your sleep and you dreaming and you falling, if you dreaming, you falling and you hit the bottom, that means you die. I done been falling many times in my dream and I be like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I done had some bad nightmares and it felt like the devil had me. Like something had a hold on me. And I had a bad nightmare. And all I could just say was, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And that hold that was on me released me and I woke up. Yeah. It was that. That fish. Yeah. It's a superstition, but yeah, sometimes when people do it do, somebody do really be pregnant in the family. Yeah. We talked about the black cat. It was something else I want to talk about. Oh, when you're in an accident, and somebody's shoes fly off of them, that means they pass on. That they pass on. Now I say that's a lie, cause that time that my mama vehicle ran over her legs in my driveway, it knocked both of her shoes off her foot. Y'all, and when I looked down and I saw my mama's shoes and I remembered that old superstition, I said, oh. I said, oh, mama's shoes that came out. But mama's shoes and wig had came out. Both of them flew off. That man that came across the street had to hold her head up with his hand. He had his gloves on, but so I never did understand why he was holding her head up. But I guess he thought she hit her head on concrete. Oh yeah, about them fish dreams. Yeah. Yeah, but when people's shoes fly off, that yeah, they pass away. And you always sometime when you see a wreck or something, you passing down the street, you always see that a shoe, and be like, oh Lord, that person didn't make it or something like that. Be in odd places. Oh, is that what? Well, thank God she didn't pass at that time. I know when she did pass, she went to heaven. And if she didn't go, baby, I pray my mama end up in the heaven all the time. I pray, I say, Lord, if my mama's soul and stuff is in purgatory, waiting to go to heaven, or waiting, trying to get through them gates, I pray for my mama's soul all the time. Please, I'm praying her in heaven, Lord. And hopefully when she get there, she'll be praying for me. Oh, that's cute. He was putting a pillow in his shirt. Oh, so he knew his mama was pregnant. That's cute. Oh, did she tell him she was pregnant? Which one, Bama? Did she tell him ahead of time that she was pregnant, or he just started putting it in there? That's so cute if he did it on his own. But I told you, that boy done been here before. That boy old school. He done been here before. Do y'all have like warming centers where y'all live at for people that like for the homeless? They go around picking the homeless up to go to these warming centers where they can get some hot meals. There are cots there for them to lay down or whatever. But some of these people that have gotten a lot of possessions and stuff, they don't want to leave their stuff, so they want to stay out there. That's so sad. Yeah, you don't hear the dogs. Well, you don't too much hear too many dogs outside. More of the dogs, ex granny, are inside. You don't see too many dogs outside. Well, and then you don't really hear 'em. That's why I say you don't really hear 'em. Oh, so he didn't know. Oh yeah, I told you that boy done been here before. If he didn't know and he just started putting a pill in his shirt, and she told him after the fact, Scooty had to send something. Him and that little brother was already fighting. They was already fighting in the womb. That's why he put that pill in. I don't want to say. As soon as you get here, I'm gonna put these knuckles on you. You're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. Yeah, that's something. That's something else. No, but it's not that many dogs outside no more, ex granny. That's probably why we don't hear them hollering. Cause everybody that have dogs these days, either they have small dogs or even the big dogs, they keep them inside. They don't be outside like that. So I don't know what that is. Yeah, he told on his mom if his mama didn't want to tell. He gonna be helpful. He either gonna love the baby or he not gonna like the baby. He's gonna be either or. He gonna either love the baby when he first get there and be so try to be so helpful, or he gonna be distance from the baby. So hopefully he gonna bond right off. Hmm. Yep. So it done got cool in here again. I had a fan blowing the stand up fan. I have it blowing. Well, it's kind of blowing this way, but the heater ain't kicked on. I told you I got a bipolar heater. It kick on when it want to kick on. And yeah, but we have warming centers for the homeless, and so they go around. The police go around and pick them up and try to take them to the nearest warming center where they have lights and stuff. and they could, throughout this thing till Monday, and then but I don't know how they get back. I don't know if they give them money to ride the bus to get back where they going or what. But a lot of them, when they accumulate a lot of stuff and they done stole these grocery store baskets and they be having so much stuff on there, they don't want to leave their stuff. Whatever possessions they done picked up on them, they don't want to leave it. And then we got a place where they call it Tent City downtown, where these people then actually bought tents. I don't know if these people getting checks or what. And some of them probably are. Some of them probably do get a check or whatever. But they actually have tents and they stand in these tents and they outside. I'm pretty sure some of them probably have some little toilets and stuff in there. But they stay outside. They don't want to, they have shelters and stuff where they are, but they don't want to go into the shelters and stuff because I guess they afraid that somebody going to take their stuff. Yeah. No, you got to keep your house warm on the inside. If your house is warm on the inside, the fans ain't gonna really, ain't gonna have nothing to do with what's going on. Cause sometimes I had a ceiling fan and this fan going full blast, and it could be cold outside. So what I'm gonna do is when I get off of here, I'm gonna turn my heat, make sure it's turned back up, and stuff like that. Cause right now the heater has not kicked on, and I can feel the draft and stuff. So I'm just gonna kick it back up. I just took some medicine, but my head feel light. I guess I got some Funyuns. I guess I'll snack on that tonight. And I got a cinnamon chip muffin from Kroger. They be in the 4-pack. Those are real good. I'm gonna get one of those. That's gonna be my snack before I go to sleep. And then that's pretty much it. I still have some fruit, a lot of fruit. I didn't really eat any today, but tomorrow I'll eat some fruit. I had a salad I made, but now the salad is bad. But I had cucumbers, the lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, and then I had some strawberries. I said, why not cut the strawberries on top? So I did that. And I ended up still putting the Italian dressing. This time I put ranch. And that ranch and with the tomato and the strawberry and cucumber, that combination, it sure tasted good. Because that strawberry gave it just a little taste of sweetness. It was good. And I had my leftover fish. Girl, I ain't gonna see nothing. If I look out my window right here, I ain't gonna see nothing. Not a thing. I have to go way over there through the kitchen in the laundry room to look out the window to see if it's some snow out there. Ain't no snow. Because trust and believe, if I was to see some snow out there, I'm gonna come live and I'm gonna open the garage door and I'm gonna walk outside like I was today and let you see if it's some snow on the ground. But it ain't enough to stick. Now by tomorrow, if it's some snow, I'm gonna definitely go out there and let you see, or look out the window and hold it so you can see the snow. We ain't got no snow, Bama. You ain't supposed to fool me to go outside. Yes, that strawberry with the walnuts and the candy coated walnuts and what is it, the feta cheese on it? And is it lettuce or is it no? It's spinach. I think it's spinach and something other kind of leaf. That's on there. That's good. Ask Granny, I ain't going outside. I done touched the tree earlier today. Bama seen I touched the tree. She tried to trick me to go to the other tree, and I ain't going. I didn't go. I touched the tree that was closest to me. I'm getting old. When you get a certain age and you start to fall, you start to breaking stuff. And the hip be the first thing to go. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not going out of that, out to touch the grass. Oh, it's romaine lettuce? Yeah. Yeah, with that lettuce, that romaine lettuce, the spinach, the walnut, candy coated walnut, the feta cheese, and strawberry. Ooh, Lord, that's a good salad. Ooh, that's a good salad. A bush is a tree. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't say what kind of tree I was going to touch. I was touching a tree. And the tree with the trunk on it got bushes on it, don't it? Yeah, she trying to get me, trying to trick me out of my spot. You ain't supposed to trick me out of my spot. I'm not going outside in the middle of the yard and touch no tree and walk across that crunchy grass and then it be some ice and I go slip and I'm on live and the phone flip up and then it flip back and it be right in my face. Mm-mm. And ain't nobody out there to help me up. Mm-mm. 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 And then just as I fall, it be here come a car coming. And somebody laughing at me. That lady at that house, she fell. She fell. Do you think they're going to stop to help me? No. They're going to leave me out in that cold, wet ass grass. No, I ain't doing it. Mm-mm. Yeah, all I can see is me going, flipping up and my feet going in the air. The phone going one way, my arms out that way, and I done laid on the grass. And then the faster you try to get up, here come a car. It'd be 2 or 3 cars been in past. Because I stay at the T of the street. It's going to be that one always stop. And I don't know what they be looking at. But they stay at that stop sign so doggone long. That'll be the one that's looking at me while I'm on the ground. And then I'm trying to get my phone. Ain't going to happen. Ain't gonna happen. I done feel already one time this month. I may tell you about it, but since you laughing at me, I don't think I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I might tell y'all, but I don't know. And I already did my falling for this month, so I hope that don't start the year off. Yeah, but I done did my falling already one time this month. Yep. Yeah, so that's why I ain't gonna tell you what happened when I fell. That was something. It was something. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. I was embarrassed. Mm-hmm. I was embarrassed. But I'll tell you about it. But it ain't gonna be right now. It ain't gonna be today. Yeah. Sound like it's raining. I ain't telling you Jack. I ain't telling you Jack. You ain't gonna laugh at me tonight. I ain't telling you nothing. Cause I can see you right now. Crying laugh. I ain't telling you nothing. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Some things you just don't tell everybody. I'ma tell them when you ain't on here. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I know the feeling. Ask Granny, I know the feeling. And then she couldn't get up? Or did the scooter keep going? How long did she stay out there on the ground? Ooh. I was coming from my neighbor house one time. I was on a knee walker. I don't know if y'all know what a knee walker is. It's with the 2 handles and it has the seat on it and the wheels. And you put one knee on it and you got to push it with the other. I'd been on a knee walker for a long time because the doctor wouldn't want me to put pressure. I was coming from my neighbor house, pedaling, and I had my phone in my hand, and the driveway was uneven. It was like this. And that knee walker wheel hit that uneven part. Bam! That thing dumped me like a horse. Flip. Flipped off that knee walker. My phone went one way. The knee walker went one way. I went the other way. I was down. Pimp down. Pimp it down. I was down. I was hurrying up trying to get up. I was mad and I was hurt at the same time. I hurried up and got my phone. And I had to get back on the knee walker. And my knee was skin up. And my dress had a little hole in it for where it was skin up. And I was like, eh. I had to still pump that knee walk up the driveway. And I was like, ah, and I was going up the thing. And I got in the house and I sat out and I looked. I said, that doggone, I just tripped over that knee walker, that scooter, and that thing that flipped me over. And I had the skin, the skin was gone. I had did my own skin graft. My skin was gone. My feelings was more hurt than anything. And it seemed like the faster I tried to get up, the slower I was. I couldn't get up. Because matter of fact, I had that boot. Had a boot on my right foot. Couldn't get up. The faster I tried to get up, the faster it seemed like it took me longer. And I was down. My phone was way over yonder in the driveway. And I was over here. And I had to try to get up. And call people pass by, they'll see you on the ground. They don't try to help you up. They do not try to help you up. You think somebody gonna stop and say, ma'am, you need some help? No, that's why I say I ain't going in the middle of the yard touch that tree. Because one time I was on my home cordless phone. And I had my cell phone, I had the cordless phone, and I'm up there, yeah, at the phone like this. Yeah, Next thing you know, plop. I was down. The phone went flying. I went flying. I was down in the middle of the yard. I raised up to see who was looking, if there's some cars coming. And I tried to hurry up and get up. And the faster I tried to hurry up and get up, I couldn't get up that fast. So, I done had my share falling. You know, this thing with your oh, she was in the parking lot. Oh, my goodness. Was she on a grocery store scooter or was she on her own scooter? I don't want you to laugh. Yeah. And being at that age and falling, if she a little healthy, she was well padded. That's how I used to this thing say reconnecting on his own. Yeah, so she ended up getting up on her own. Yeah, that's a traumatic thing to fall. You think that's be funny, but when you fall, and as an adult, that's a traumatic experience to fall. Whether you're on a scooter, you walking and you fall, or you trip over your feet, you trip over something, you don't see something down. I have a bad habit of not really looking, like when I'm walking, I don't know if, I guess I be so focused looking forward till I'm not looking at the surrounding. I trip a lot of time and be about to fall. I'll be like, Lord, thank you. Be about to break my neck. And it'd be something I don't, yesterday I hit my leg on something because I wasn't paying attention and I tripped and I almost fell a couple of times. So, they ain't nothing nice. Falling. But these messages, my messages don't be coming up. I have to keep, they get stuck and I have to keep scrolling. Yeah, somebody was there at the right time because she could have been down there for a minute. Yeah, she could have been down there for a minute. Yeah, that's dangerous. I know about them falling. Like I told y'all, my dad fell in the December, and he thought he was Macho Man going up them steps with all that mess in his hand. I don't even know what he had till the day. I think I would say he might have had some sheets and towels because somebody had been over there and stayed the night, and he probably was up there changing the bed and went up there with them sheets and towels, and he had some food. He had cooked some food, talking about, oh, that fish sure was good. And he going up there with the fish. I guess he was going to change the bed and sit down and eat or whatever. And he had something to drink in his hand, and he had that stuff, all that in his hand, and he got up to that about that fourth step and missed his step and fell backwards on his back. The dog probably didn't know what to do. The dog should have been barking at that time. That's why you have to train them little doggone dogs. That's why them dogs need to be made some service animals. Because they good for nothing. They cute and a good companion in the house, but they ain't doing nothing for you. The dog should have been able to alert somebody. Yeah, you know Adrian over there cracking up. Everybody listening is just cracking up that heard the story. Because that's usually the first thing you do is well, you'll help a person up, and if you find out they okay, boy, that's it. You start cracking up laughing at them. If it's somebody else that thought that you don't know who they are, I ain't gonna laugh. Now, we might get in the car or somewhere and laugh then, but I ain't gonna just bust out laughing at them then, because my first thing is to see if they okay, because when you fall as an adult, you can always injure something. And like I said, my dad didn't want to go to the hospital. When he did go, he found out about them 5 cracked ribs and the punctured lungs and the punctured spleen, and he had blood in his stomach. And that's why they sent him to the trauma hospital from the hospital he was, because they were not, I don't think nobody at the small hospital was specializing in that there. So he had to go to one of the trauma hospitals, and gave him some medicine and stuff. And it, of course, it dissolved. It passed on its own, but he was stuck with them ribs hurting. Yeah, 81. And he get around better, like he about 50 or 60. But yeah, and he just now kind of getting around, moving around on his own. But for a while he wasn't. Now my comments is gone. This thing want to do what it want to do. There they go. Let me just make sure I'm going to wrap this up, because I done been on here 2 hours just rumming and blabbing about. Well, we've had some good conversation. It may not be what somebody want to hear, but we've had some good engaging conversations on stuff. I just want to scroll through and make sure I acknowledged everybody, which I think I did. And to you out there in the YouTube land, if you're watching this on a replay, tonight, just doing some chitter chatter about different things going on. Nothing. Well, it is what it is. So if you're new to my channel, could you please subscribe to my channel so that you can see when I come back on. I do have some shorts and videos. If you can go out there, go and view them. Give me a thumbs up to get me out there in the algorithm where everybody else can see me. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, get off of here. If I feel the urge, I may come back and play some music, but if I do, that'll be late on. And whoever's up is up, and whoever's asleep is asleep. So I can stay up a little late tonight, because I don't have to get up early for church in the morning. Not as early as I had to do if I was getting dressed and going to church. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I definitely will come back tomorrow to just check everybody what's going on with the weather. I'll be praying for everybody that the weather is not as bad as they say it is this weekend, and that we can get back to our regular schedule and stuff like that. Angels on everybody's pillow. I love everybody, And I'll see y'all on the flip side later.